What's up, y'all? We're back. We got Fever Part 1, the album listen. I'm really excited to get into this. Obviously, just new music, but I know the intro track, the Dear Diary, seems to be like very explicitly about the lore, so it's gonna add a whole nother layer to what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just really excited, so let's do it. Alright, so we got Dear Diary, the intro track to Fever Part 1, and right off the bat, it is dated before they even debuted in 2016. So let's see what happens.
July 29th. Weather is clear. One adult asked me, "What is your dream?" As if my dream explained who I am. When I said I had no dream, the look on the adult's face was like the child with no name. The look was familiar to me. Though studying wasn't much of my taste, I tried my best. Parents were fond of joy when I brought good grades to them. Walking on the same path at the same time, I continued my life with no expression. Many books tell me, look at the stars in the night sky and become the person who shines bright like those stars. But the stars that I looked up in the sky did not shine at all. So I continued to walk, looking down on the floor. Suddenly, a strange thing happened to me. As I was walking, a child came up to me and started talking to me. "There's nothing on the floor to look at. Raise your head up." This child was a bit weird. The child looked at me with a bright smile and had a pure glow from its face, but it seems like this child had the same expression on its eyes as me. From that moment, we started to hang out a few times. Turning up the music and dancing together was the most exciting part of our hangouts. For the first time, I actually felt alive. Hearts pounding like it's about to burst out, and this tingling feelings coming up from my fingertips started to take over me. Was there a moment when I wanted something this bad? One by one, more children started to say my name. The path that I only walked with one another person became a path to many. Slowly, the word I became ours. Wandering around with this unknown fever, as we looked above our heads, stars seemed to shine bright. Today.
I'm feeling a transition, so I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to let it roll through to the next song. So this, when stories are trying to tell like a backstory and there's like, it's really heavy lore based stuff. A lot of the times they'll like have parallel stories running at the same time, and they'll kind of inform each other's like situation, or like give context for more stuff. Because like this is not any of their voices, and I don't know if it's like explicitly a character that has to do with the characters that the members are playing inside of this story. To me, it just feels like it's introducing the concept, the overall concept for people that maybe weren't fully into the lore and watching the Diary film and stuff. It's like introducing it as a separate story, but like it's still representing the main actual universe, whatever. That was a really roundabout way to explain it. I don't know. To me, I'm not taking this literally right now. If I have to, let me know. But I'm not taking this as, oh, there's a girl that's happening the same thing. To me, it's just like, it's using this like third person narrator that, well, they're not speaking in third person. They're using a narrator to like explain circumstances about an unrelated character that's mirroring the same stuff that's happening in our greater story. That's how I'm interpreting that. If it's different, let me know. All right, we'll roll into the next one. Oh, no transition. I knew there was a transition. Okay. Ooh, I like this sound. Okay, yes, sign. Ooh. Real lazy flow, I like that. Real classic ATEEZ chorus. Fever. They brought in a really interesting element of the instrumental. I wish I don't know what it's called, but like it was like really almost synthy. I don't. Right here, it's they only have it for a couple seconds. I wish they would have let it run a little more. I like what it added a bit. Patient young fever. I don't know why this specific part of the song is such an AT sound to me. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know why. I know why, and it's because every album they have a song like this, and it's always good. This is still good, for sure. It's just like if I were to just hear this song and not know who it was by, even as I know them way more than I ever have before, I would assume that it's ATEEZ before anything. I don't know. It just seems like this is such a specific sound for them to hit on every album, if that makes sense. Oh, stopped it. Yeah, that was a good song. So Fever is obviously important. It's the whole title of this like new era. But the narrator, the person speaking in the diary, Dear Diary, also mentioned the idea of a fever. Maybe we're young, and that's why we... It's very interesting. I don't have to do this anymore because it's in a playlist. All right. I think... I love the way that's that was crazy. So I was stopping to say I'm not gonna listen. Obviously, as Thanks isn't in here. Thanks and Inception I was going to listen to, but I'm kind of pressed for time a little bit. to record this. So I'm just gonna wait to do the live stages when I do them for all of the album, just like I did last time. So yeah, let's go to the beat. Okay. I'm liking what this is implying about the song. Ooh. Ooh, that's crazy. Nope. Starting over. It's just that I was pressed for time. We're starting this whole shit over. The way it stops, it like sucks the air out of your headphones. They've never made anything like this before. That's what I'm saying. You gotta let Hongjoong rap sometimes, man. I'm starting this shit over again. That's crazy. Different flow. Not only is this a different sound that they've ever had, Hongjoong, I've not heard him like change his flow up to that extent. Something serious. What made them want to make this song? All of a sudden. Oh, that's the chorus. That's crazy. The sirens and shit. Ooh. So they took so much out of that. I was thinking it was gonna be big. Sorry, my dog's barking. They stripped the shit out of that. My God. This is like the siren building. Everything's building up so much. Oh, it leaves you feeling. Oh. This is crazy. Okay. Oh, give him the whole verse. That's what I needed. Just let them brag. They don't brag enough. There's not enough brag rapping. That's what this is about, man. This. Love those bells. Absolutely. I can't get over how empty it leaves you. If I know ATEEZ, the final chorus, it's gonna get big. You know how in like anime or just like any like cartoonish representation of an explosion, and I think this is technically based in some kind of science shit that I don't understand at all. It like the beginning of the explosion, like it expands and then contracts really, really fast before it gets massive. That's what I feel like this beat is. Like the you get the build, siren, and then after the first hit, that is the expansion, and then it gets empty. It's coming back in, and one of these times it's gonna really let low. I feel it. I feel it. Unless I'm wrong. This is crazy. I don't know if that counts, but this is different for sure. Holy shit. You just never feel like you can predict what's going on. Okay. That I don't even know if that counts for what I'm saying. I don't know if that applies to what I was saying. I think that's a crazy ending. I really like it. I'm glad they've made it. They made it different. Not even different enough. They just changed it again towards the end. Was this song well received? This is genuinely different than any other song I've ever heard them make so far. To a positive result. Very fucking positive. This is a good ass song. It's gonna take me a while to really get all the way around it, but first impression, great. Yeah, let me know if this is a song that people were into, because I don't. This is very, very different from anything they made. Oh shit! Especially coming after Thanks too. Ooh, I could see that vision of it coming after Thanks. All right, so Good Little Boy, Inception, then Good Little Boy on the album. This is again another parallel to the diary thing in the Dear Diary in the first track. It's the same as, like, instead of like the girl or the female voice at least mentioned, there was another child that looked at her and said, "What? Why you got to look up?" It's the exact same thing. I don't want to cut this shit off. Again, that's why I know I cut it off. I'm sorry. That's why I don't feel like the first track is like a literal thing. It's more of like a representation, like telling the story through something. It's another story. Anyway, continue. Is this the chorus? No. No, that wasn't. That wasn't. I don't know what I was expecting. I always say that, but this song in particular has had like 3 different sounds before the pre-chorus. I don't know what I was expecting for the chorus, but it wasn't that. Like this just out of nowhere coming out. And it sounds like it's building to the typical ATEEZ chorus sound. Just increase the tempo like crazy. I do like this song. I hope they keep this pace. I really like this. They won't, but Ooh. That shit is kicking hard. Never mind. I'm glad they fucking never listen to me. Of course. Why would they fucking listen to me ever? Mobius band. I know that this is a thing in ATEEZ lore. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. I doubt it. They're doing time travel stuff, so it's gonna be part of it regardless. But it's interesting they explicitly referenced that. I actually saw someone a post on Twitter today actually of someone like making their own, like doing a step-by-step guide of making their own ATEEZ Mobius strip with paper. It was really funny. Anyway, yeah, so for sure this is a lore song-ish. I really like this section. Okay, they're keeping it. Nice. There we go. I really like that second verse, especially compared to the first one. I like this chorus too. I really, really like that song. And the more I listened to it, and I was thinking about the confusion in the first verse and how everything was like cutting each other off. And in the second verse, it was still like from Mingi's part to I think it was Yo Sing that followed him. Whoever followed Mingi, it was still kind of like there was a change, but it felt a little more smooth. And then this last part from the chorus after the second verse to the end, it felt very cohesive. And I think they did a really, really good job of that because you kind of do feel overwhelmed in the first verse. Second verse, it makes a little more sense, but it's disjointed. And then the third verse, coincidentally, it's the verse where you're like, essentially what I'm taking from this is that it's like, it's the same conversation from the Diary first track where there's two children talking. One doesn't understand. One's telling, keep your head up. You have more, like, it's giving that kind of pep talk type thing. And it kind of, this whole song, like the progression of the song represents, at least from my interpretation is that it represents the rush of emotion when you feel like you don't really understand what's happening. And even in this conversation that you're having with this other kid, it's like it's too much. It's overwhelming to you because you kind of it's presenting a perspective that you've never considered. And then as it's like you're kind of understanding what it means, then the song becomes more cohesive, more cohesive. And that's why also the pace is changing and stuff too. And then at the end, they both the children in the song kind of, so my dog's really barking, but I'm in the zone, I gotta talk. Both the children in the song kind of like becoming together, like, hey, actually, yeah, I agree, this is what we need to do. I found what I found my path, or at least like we're gonna find it together. So it's like it becomes cohesive, the pace picks up and it doesn't stop. It kind of like represents from the second verse on, and when the pace doesn't change like after that, it kind of represents that you know, like the collective, okay, we're starting the path, we're just running forward to get like, oh, I had it in my head that actually I think I made sense. I just wish I was more eloquent. Damn, I really appreciate that. Makes me appreciate the song a lot more because honestly, like I said, the second verse I liked way more than the first verse. It's just because it was disjointed, like I didn't get it. But that's kind of the point, I think. And I think like storytelling in music like that, it's really, really fucking cool. Especially because you can use the actual, I just need to make sure there's nothing at the end. Especially when you can use the music itself to contribute to the storytelling. It's awesome. All right, one day at a time.
You're a bit scared, you're living on edge. It's hard to escape your worries. If you wanna hide, then losing your mind, you gotta lean on somebody. I'll be there somebody for ya. Doesn't matter, don't matter. When you're feeling under pressure, say the word, I'll be there. 'Cause you can reach
Full English. I don't. Here, let me cacao me. It's funny. I don't think they have any full English tracks that I've heard to this point. Let me know if I'm wrong. I feel like I would remember pointing it out, but I don't think they do. This feels kind of like the background music with the tapping of like the edge of the drum. I don't know what it's actually called. It feels kind of like Afrobeats-ish. Hope they build on that. I love their English voices. This has to be the first one because I would have noticed, I think. I never heard them sing like that. You're in that box about yourself, I'll help you break it. I'm gonna catch you when you fall, when you're sinking. And when it gets the most, I'm overthinking it. Don't look back, let it go. Just keep calm and carry on. Yeah, they talk a lot, but I ain't tripping. Trying to drown us, keep us swimming. What we have, stay in the moment. We can't stop, just running beyond. Put it all up, we can pull up. Yeah, we can give up, it's about luck. Yeah, we gon' talk, but they say look. Yeah, take another try, but they never break us. When it's overwhelming, hold on tight, I'll be here. Don't forget Was that a high note, you know, for real? I feel like I've asked that about a different, you know, high note, but I feel like they wouldn't have them sing that and then go straight into the verse as well. I don't know. Let me know. Super groovy. No, I wouldn't say groovy. Smooth. That's the sound I'm looking for. That's a great song. I think it kind of continues like the theme, like of trying to help someone out of a rut. That's really nice. That has to be the first English song. Again, I made the. Oh, not only is it the first English song, it's the last song on the album. Interesting. It kind of makes sense. The last songs on their albums that I remember that really stuck out to me, that aren't like outro tracks, like that are true last songs, they all seem to have like a similar message of like hopefulness or uplifting or like being like there for each other, and I really appreciate that. It leaves a good taste in your mouth, it leaves a good like feeling for you when that's the last thing you hear. I don't know, this is a really good song. I hope they did more all English in the future. I really like how their voices sounded. A lot of times, just because it's not their length, like they're not speaking the language, they're like memorizing, their voices can change, which I think is cool. I think it's awesome that language brings out different sides of like your tone and stuff. It's really cool. This is super smooth. I really like this as an ending. I like this album. It's very interesting because I think this is the most on theme album they've had. Like the diary entry log song set the tone, and every song is kind of bit played to that a little more. I think thematically there's been cohesion in the past for sure, but this one felt like they're specifically addressing that song after song, and I'm really excited what that means for the future. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with some more soon. Peace.